So, welcome back to Moratania, everyone. Last episode, we put in this high-speed rail link. If you have been following my social media and noticed, we've put up a basic plan of what's going to happen. So, we're going to have a blue line coming through here, as well as the green line that we've already got. If I click on it, you might be able to see it, although it's kind of faded into the grass. But it goes between East Ham, Oakengates, and Daventry. And what I'm thinking is that we'll also have a red line, which will go down to Rochdale. I'm still wondering what to do with that as such, with where that goes. We're also going to have a blue line that goes from Daventry to Oakengates, and then it's going to go up past Winslow. So Winslow will probably put a station in over here, or maybe over here where this connection already is. We're still sort of planning that out, and then go up to Melksham. We'll probably put in a station over this side that people can get to. We've also got another line, which, if I find the right station, will go from here on the other platform that's free, up past Winslow, and probably head towards Early, so that that's included on the route, and that will be all of the connections around here. I'm thinking that the blue line, because it goes up past Melksham, will continue it up to Rawtenstall, but that's like a lot further down the line. So down here, I'm thinking it will come down to Barking once we get that all set up. But anyway, that's not what today's about. Obviously, we're going to keep an eye on our new line that we've just put in, because we've got two somewhat expensive trains on it. They're the Flying Scotsmans. They've got about 68 capacity on them, and they go fairly fast. They're going about 62 mile an hour at tops, which is, fairly speedy. It's not as speedy as this high-speed rail should really be used for. And, it just means that we're future-proofed for when that comes along. So what we're going to be doing this episode is looking at motorways. What I really want to do is finish off what we've done here. So we'll need to have a route down to Rochdale. I don't know where we're going to come in with that, probably down this end, because this end's very much busy with the trains and what have you, and we've also got a mountain in the way, or a hill, big hill, whatever you want to call it. So I think what we're probably going to do is whip it round this side and then offer different connections where people want to get in and out. We also need to finish off this junction, so connect up where those connections to this junction off will go. We can remove the stuff behind it soon. I just want to finish off the junction first. I'll just take a sip of water. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight in and get on with it. So we're going to take medium highway here, because this only goes to one other place. We don't really want to use anything larger, but then again, it needs to come over this bit, which is going to be a bit of trouble. I reckon it's going to be pretty tricky to find a route over, but we'll do what we can. Bridge pillar collision, bridge pillar collision. Yeah, bridge pillars are going to be a bit of an issue. Let's keep it going flat. And let's put it in there. That seems to work. Maybe we can do a similar thing back. If we could, that would be perfect. Oh, that's really not high enough. So where is the right height for that? It's about a bit higher than that. And let's keep that straight, please. I realise that the other one isn't quite straight, but that seems to be working. So then, hopefully, if we just plug these in, they should just work through this area. We do need to change the direction on this one, which is fine. If it wants to change it, there we go. It's only doing a bit at a time. Let's try pausing it. It's not changing the direction. Why is it not changing the direction? It's changing it on this side. Why will it not? So the right click I need to use to change the direction isn't actually changing anything. I don't know why that is. Why is it not changing the direction? Ah, there we go. Oh, you just got to click around and hope for the best. Oh, no, I just undid that one. Okay, let's try it this way. So if I first off pick the right thing, go from there to there, and now it's a bridge pillar collision. Okay, why is that? This is really annoying. I can't change the direction of these. I'm right clicking, which should change the direction. It's not. Is that all right? No, that needs to be the right way. So if we do that, bridge pillar issue. Oh, of course it is. Why would it just work? Why would it just work? Alright, so that's pretty straight, I think. And we want it to be going straight or flat. It'll probably just come in over here. Right, that's where we need it. Although that's a bit off. There's going to be a point where it should work. Surely. Right. This is a bit ridiculous. Bridge pillars in this game can be a little bit tricky. There we go. That's done what I needed it to do. Alright, let's try it on the way back. So, if we put this up in the air, is that the height you need? It actually is. is refreshing. Bridge pillar. Bridge pillar, bridge pillar, bridge pillar. Oh, that's so close. Like, I think it's just clipping there. Oh, and there. Why is it so close and yet so far? Bridge pillar. Oh, maybe. There we go. Autosave needs to interrupt, of course. I swear I've changed the bloody settings so it shouldn't be. Autosave minutes before, between 30 minutes. I guess I've had it open for 30 minutes apparently. Oh, what's just happened? Please have saved where I got that. Thank goodness. Okay. So just ignore that that's a little bit wonky. Right. So if we brought this down to here, and then if we do the same thing going back, that's pretty much flat, right? Yeah, that's... are they sort of... It's hard to tell whether they're the same height or not. I think they're alright though. Okay, so we now have a highway through. We just need to connect up this side. What I'm going to use is single lane because it's not going to be overly busy, I don't think. Will I be able to get it to plug in there? Yes, I will. Good. Let's try the same thing back. It's a little bit wonky. Everyone loves a wonky. Let's try... Oh, are you kidding me? No, don't beat that bridge. There we go. Don't know why it used the wrong bridge. Right, so we basically have this junction sorted now. Am I sure that there aren't any other connections that I want to put in? That connects over there, which in turn connects down here. And I mean, we have a connection that way, and we're going to be doing a motorway across here. So we'll probably have a junction to connect into this somehow. What I would like to do is just make sure that everything's connected that's going to be connected. We've also collected in these, so people can come across the slow way if they really want to, but we're going to be putting in probably around about here that then connects into these highways here, and then we'll have a roundabout here, and then we might even extend it through to over here as well. So that should offer some really good connections between the area for, in fact, we can't put a roundabout here because we're going to have train track coming through here. Haha, I forgot about that. What if we put it over here? It's going to be tricky. I don't know whether it's going to fit. Whereas potentially we could just connect this up to this rail over here, this junction over here. If we went maybe over, I feel like the train track's probably going to go underneath. So let's give that a try. If we try going up with you. Up with ye! And then up with you also. Yeah, that's pretty much the right thing, and I can change it this time. It's going to look a little bit silly with the with the airport there, but never mind. And we'd just like you to plug into that, really. If you can do it going across, that'd be great. Yes, that is pretty much what we need. I'm having the problem of I can't click it. I don't know why. Alright, now I just can't click. Aha! Oh. No, I didn't want to upgrade that, whatever I did there. Can we just upgrade that to be medium high speed, yeah? That's too bad. That we can't do because of these stops down here. There we go, we should now be able to, unless there's a stop there. No, there isn't. We can at least upgrade it so it's tarmac down here. Yep. Right, this bit, I don't know why this won't. I am audibly trying to click, and it won't click. But now I have bridge pillar collisions. Of course I do. Fuck you, game. Alright, I'd rather have this connection because this one just goes all straight through. Anyway, so what happens if I try and put this in to there? Bridge pillar collision. It's a little bit annoying that these don't just work, but I guess they have to make sure that the bridge pillars don't clip. If we delete it back, then maybe we can come through at more of an angle. It's the angle of the dangle that does it. And then we can come over the top here. Go in there. Okay, so now we have one of the lines going in. We need the other line coming out. And, oh, what's happened? Okay, give it a second. Computer's just trying to figure it out. There we go. Of course, it wanted to connect in there. No, thank you. We'd like to connect in here. What a connection, though. Just crossing two busy junctions. Busy roads. Alright, let's raise that up. Bridge pillar collision. Of course there is. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Everyone loves a slinky. Oh no, that's continued up. Oh, what's fucking happening? Stupid game, man. I'm just going on record that it handles train tracks a lot better than road. Right, if we go down, that's a bit too far down. That's a bit too far up. I mean, that's a bit too far down, but... Oh, it just have to do... It's a bit fugly, but it'll work. Because it'll come in here, yeah? Hey, and now there's no bridge pillar collision. Haha! Thank goodness. There we go. Right, so we need it to come into a roundabout to include these other things. Which means I'm going to have to build a roundabout. If I just eyeball it, how will it look? That's surprisingly not too bad. It's very big. It's a very big connection. But then again, this is quite a big thing that's connecting into it. So if we try that, have this one connecting in, have this one connecting out. Oh, that works better than I thought it would. We will need medium. Have I been doing medium highway all this way? Bugger me. Well, at least when I upgrade it, it's going the right way. That was annoying. Never mind. Alright. We'll just slip this into the roundabout. And then people can go round the roundabout. If it was a roundabout, that would be. I was wondering why there was no arrows or anything. It was just because it was the road, the medium country road. So if we brought this round here to this point, so we'd want to remove what's here already. Sorry guys, your house is being relocated. And by relocated, I mean find a new one. We'll have a connection there. Alright, so if I just put in road here, road here. I don't think this one needs to be that big, so maybe we could try it on a smaller scale and see what happens. So we'll have that go around there. This continue around up here. This come round to here. And this... yeah, that's a little bit of a wacky roundabout, but I'll go with it. Let's connect this in up here. Let's connect this in up here. I might as well upgrade these to better road while we're at it. So it's got a better connection down to Rochdale. There we go. We don't really need that good of a connection going that way. Right, this is where it gets tricky because we'll need to remove some stuff here to make space for this highway going through. I don't know whether we can move this too much. Maybe it would be better to have that connect into the roundabout down here as well. Let's just get the main bits in. So This will be coming down this way. This will be going up this way. And we will be connecting in up here. Sort of like this. It's difficult because it doesn't snap like the railway does. So if we do something like that and then flip this round, medium. What I want to do here is do a sort of roundabout going the other way round. That causes a collision. That one works. So why won't this one? Construction not possible. But it's not construction, it's deconstruction. Bit strange. Why won't it allow us to? It will allow us to do that. Construction not possible. Why? What's the big idea, bub? Right, okay. So if we take these roads, and we want them to stay pretty flat. Right, we don't want them to go crazy. There we go. We can have this connecting down here. We can have this connecting over here. And then that's all right. This one will connect in there. That's horrific, but hey ho. And then we have a little triangle roundabout there. We'll need to sort out this. So what's going on here? Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Can I just like build it a little bit lower? So I can do that. I will do that. We will have a road coming down this way though. To it. To the roundabout down here. In the meantime, this one will connect in here. This one will connect down to here. And then this will go in. Alright, it might be this road that's now causing problems. So if I do something like this, it may work. And then, hey presto, we have a connection through this area. Nice, that's pretty much what I wanted to do with it. It's a little bit of a shame about what's going on here. Maybe we can make this go into a tunnel and just avoid these bits, but I don't really want to. Road vehicle is having problems. What problems? Why are you having problems? Okay, just don't have problems then. Don't have any other problems ever again. This is the only problem with these games, is that they never use the inner lane. If I had maybe some sort of traffic manager, it might work a little bit better, because I could do one lane coming off and one lane going straight through. But I don't have that currently, and to be honest, I'd rather play this a bit sort of this is a silly large roundabout, but it works, so I can't complain. what we need to do is connect this bit up here. So what I was saying was, is this medium country road? No, this is small country road. If I had a traffic manager, I could do that, but I don't have that. I'll plug that in there. And now this side has some decent connections. And if we get rid of this, then nothing's going to use that. But yeah, what I was saying was traffic manager would allow me to use the lane, control the lanes. So this one would just be to come off this way, for example. But I don't have that on this game. Okay, so we can probably remove these now. It's quite funny because this motorway currently doesn't really go anywhere, so no one's really going to be using it at this stage, which is fine. It's just a little bit ridiculous that we've got such a big old junction because it's between two of our largest cities, but no one's using it for the actual motorway section of the road. So what we can do is we can hook up here to a roundabout and then feed it down into that junction. So if we take two-way road, yep, and then bring it up so it's going. I don't know how high it needs to go to get over this collision. Okay, it needs to go a bit higher. But if we go from further back, it may also do it at a lighter incline. Excuse me. So let's try something like this. This will be going in this direction towards East Ham. We will do the same thing on the other side. Raise it up. Bring it back a little bit. Use the same stuff and then just flip it around because this time it decides to work. And then this is going to come in up here. We're going to need probably a roundabout here. So let's just get straight in there and get making the roundabout. This is a very awkward place to build a roundabout, but we'll do what we can. I'm going to want it to be fairly large because it's taking the main bulk of the traffic out from this new connection. We're going to make it this. And it's going to go. Okay, let's just skip that bit for now. There we go. And we'll just delete this back a little bit because this is going to need to come in somewhere here. So this is going to come around this way. Nicely does it. That's not really the direction I was going for. If we could come more in, that'll have to do. And we'll flip this round as well. And hopefully it works. There we go. Cool. And we can have this go a little bit further back. In fact, let's just put the connection in here. Medium country road coming up this way. And it's going to connect in there. Like so. Okay, so we're going to need to carry on a road round to service this side of the city. I think this will be fine for this side. So if we just take, there's so many different roads now, it's really tricky to know which one is which. This will plug in here. And then we'll have a small country road. It will come out like this. And we'll just plug it in down here. So we'll do a straight line from there up to here. One building removed, that's fine. So this services down this side of the city. This one services here. We'll need to remove these bits. And then we will need to have these highway roads coming down this way and going back. So this will plug in here. This will plug in there. And then what we'll do is have another road coming out this way and connecting in there. Very nice. Okay. We could do like something like this. So a road which comes up and goes across, which doesn't actually work. So I probably won't do that. But it might be that we do that further down the way here. I don't think it will necessarily. This is done, so we don't need these inner bits anymore. They just sort of keep the shape sort of for the roundabout. We'll just ignore that that's a very extreme bend. It's not necessarily the best roundabout I've ever done in a game, but hey ho. This, where can this go? I mean, it wasn't really flat, so we could have it come down here maybe and connect in. But I don't see why it would be really needed at this point. So, where does this route go now? Comes up this way. Wait, what routes are here? The Airport Express and going backwards and forwards to East Ham. Okay, interesting. So they come down this way and go off that way. Where do they go? They come down that way and then they choose to go that way. Why don't they just go down this road? If we upgrade this to a medium, will it use it? Yeah, it will use it both ways then. And we remove sort of some of the traffic that comes through this way, which is good because it's not really a road that's a main connection into a city, let's face it. But now what do we do down here? I'm kind of the inclination that we don't need to do too much. We don't need to go too crazy with it. It would be nice if it did connect through to over here. Maybe a decent roundabout around here that connected through with a medium road that would be more than sufficient. We do need to include enough space for the city to grow, I think. I don't know how much bigger is it? It's fairly big actually at the moment. This should skyrocket the private transport connections now that we're putting in these connections to Oakengates. And with time, we'll be continuing this through and connecting up Daventry and Winslow and also Rochdale down here with the through route that goes through here. That being said, we could also do another junction off to come down to this section if we really wanted. I don't think that would necessarily need to be highway like we've done with these roads. We could just use country road that comes down here. But it's something to consider. We've also got a connection through here, which we could facilitate a connection with the highway here if we wanted to. It's just a question of how we put that in. So if we put small country road between, we could literally just do a turning off like that. It would look a lot better if it was medium. But then we've got an option for people to turn around, which I don't really want, if I'm honest with you. We could also do something called a trumpet turn off or trumpet junction. So that would include probably this road coming around and going over the top, and then we're connecting in from this side. That would work quite well. But I mean, to be honest with you, we don't really have that great of a connection here. Yes, it exists, but when we put this other junction in, this other train track in, rather, it may be that we have to remove it. We've already got a lot of tunnel in this area, including tunnel that crosses itself. Didn't realise it did that. So yeah, we need to definitely consider what we're doing here. It may be that we could just do a junction off here and feed it into the city. That may work. I don't know. So a straight junction off the highway might work. We're going to need to continue this down at some point to Rochdale. We've just literally upgraded that connection there. So that's a bonus for it. Oh, what are these doing? This is so silly. So traffic from this lane can cross this lane, and traffic from this lane can cross this lane. You'd never have that in real life. Like, it would just be chaos. Chaos incarnate. I'm looking forward to some things actually using this stuff, because obviously we've just put it in. We want it to be utilized by the public well, not the public transport, the private transport. Hopefully it won't just build a road into these highways, but it may do. You know, we've just worked out that it can happen. But the point is that these highways are meant to be fast routes between these areas. So up to here and then down to here to get either side of the city. We do have other routes through which are being utilized, and you know, that's all fine and dandy. But hey ho, right. So we were going to focus on this side. I don't feel like putting in a roundabout up here and then a roundabout down here necessarily is the best way to work with this. I'm kind of feeling a trumpet exchange, if anything. And then these would come down to a roundabout down here, which would then service all the roads around here, if anything. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say whether what we do. Because the beautiful thing is these are quite high up, so we can just tunnel through them pretty easily. I think what we're going to do is do a roundabout here that highway up this way here terminates to. And we'll do some connections in between. So if we take this road, connect that in, take this road, connect it in there. That's not really a roundabout, is it? I'm just literally trying to create spokes of a wheel that then keep the shape of the roundabout when we're ready. I guess it's gonna have to do. Let's delete that road out and just bring it in. It doesn't really need a big country road, so we'll just avoid these trees and then go in there. And then what we'll also have is a medium country road coming up to here. I feel it's probably the best. So if we go down, that tunnel's under there, just like I want it to. And then this can come in here. If we upgrade this road. We'll also have the highway. So we want it to come in like so. I don't know whether it needs to go uphill or whether it needs to stay flat. I'm sure we'll find that out in a few minutes. So if we put that in and then have these literally just plug in. Like that, then we've got a connection down this end that cars can quickly come down to. We're probably going to want a junction here, but what I'm going to do actually is something a little bit different. So if we do it raised, then it should be good. I want this to be flat, please. And then we'll want these roads to connect up, like so. We're literally just going to do a dumbbell exchange here. So this side can connect in there. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way around. This side can connect in here. And then we'll delete this road and have it connect in up here. And then we'll do a similar thing on the other side and do a bridge between. So if we do something here, I feel like it's a little bit higher than the other one. Have this straight, so it's just going flat. And then it's annoying because I'd like it to look better, but the tools that we have are not necessarily the best for the job. Never mind. Hey, it's fine. And then we'll do a medium country road between these 2 points and we'll raise it up. Yeah. It seems a little bit wacky. Why it's so wacky, I don't know. Maybe if we try it from the other way. Oh, it's too much slope going the other way. What if we did under? We can't do under now because I've raised these roundabouts up. What if we did flat? Or straight, rather. Too much slope? Huh. Okay. I guess it's going to have to look wacky. Which, you know, I'm not too happy about. But it gets it in. And then we have a dumbbell junction here, which does not intervene with the main highway through. What else could we do? We could potentially do a road through here. And maybe that could come through too early on this side. Maybe? What if we try it? So we'd want a road straight through here. That's pretty much flat. Nice. We'd like a road out from here, and it doesn't need to go straight down, it can go flat. And then those two will connect in. Okay, that's a good connection through. This over here should be fairly easy. Don't need you to be flat. And then this is already raised, so it'd be better to go underneath it. Maybe, he says. Like so. And then we're literally just going to connect up with this. So... plug that in there. We'll do a... Can we upgrade that road? No, we can't. We'll upgrade this road so that it's tarmac. And we'll upgrade this road so that it's medium. Coming in. And then we have a connection through that way to early, which I wasn't really expecting to have actually. So that's nice. Right. Okay. We will need to address this at some point because it's really quite badly laid out. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but we'll have to do something at some point. This needs more stops. That's one thing we know, is that this needs more stops coming through this area. And then this needs more stops, doesn't it? Yeah. The problem is if you have stops too far apart, then trains don't keep moving. And I literally just forgot that I hadn't done this till now. They can keep moving if they're just going this way up. When they're coming up to here, they need more stops. When they're coming down to this, what did we do here? So this is coming back. I haven't put any stops on this. Really? No wonder this has had problems in the past. I didn't put any stops through. Oh, I can't believe that. If you're coming off and coming up this way, you can just keep going, quite frankly. These can be removed. We don't need these anymore. So we can put stops here and further down the way. Okay, we've already got stops there, so that's a good thing. Stops on this side seem to be alright. Maybe another one here and here. Another couple here. So how are these doing? Why are they both on... What? No, come on. How long has this been a thing? They should be using individual tracks. Goodness knows how long that's been a thing. How much of this has been shipped? 80%, 78%. That should go up now that we've actually put in these stops, I think. A little bit at least. These lines may need another one. So we'll put one on there. Okay, back to it. Back to the roads, because that's what we're here to sort out. Sorry, I got sidetracked. How's this doing? 39 people here. How many people want to go through this way? Not too many. and likewise not too many down here. But we are making money, which is good, because basically these lines are going to keep going through. So once we've got this up and running, that reminds me I need to upgrade this. What I'll probably do is have where the green line and the red line originate down here, carry them up through this area. The blue line is going to come down from Melksham Way, past Winslow and in. So we're going to have the blue line come down to Barking, which will be, if I look at the right thing, this track here, which will need to go probably underneath all this and work its way through over to up here, where we'll put the train station. That will need 4 platforms because we'll also have a connection down to East Ham over here. And then the East Ham one will be the yellow line. That will come up past Winslow and go over past Early and probably up to Wisbeck and things like that. The green line, which is coming from East Ham through Oakengates up to Daventry, and the red line, which goes from Rochdale up to Oakengates through Daventry. I haven't really decided where I'd like them to go too much, just because currently I want them to go through Malvern and Bognor Regis. I also want one that will potentially come through to Budley Salterton, maybe Withlescombe. I'm still to decide on that. And then carry on up here. We're also going to have another high-speed rail line which goes through this area and just connects up to all the cities down here, because they're pretty much in one big straight line. It makes sense. So the other line that we use to come across can probably go past Chapel and Lethrith and then Fazeley and terminate at Glossop. So which lines I use for what is I'm still working out. One thing's for sure, we're going to need probably a couple of places at Rawtenstall, and we'll need to connect them up. I'm thinking rather than using the trams to connect up these 2 stations, is if we had, so say we were using this one, we'd have a line here that comes into a platform, and it literally just goes back and forth between the 2 stations. At some point, I think it might be either in the 40s or the 60s, you get a nice little electric single passenger train. It's one of these multiple unit ones. It's literally just a single carriage, but it goes fairly fast. It can carry about 20 odd people. It's a red one. I can't remember the name of it, but I think that will suit it quite well. And then we just need to work out what we're going to do, because I'm pretty sure the line that comes up past Early will go through Wisbeck. Whether we connect it into Whitney or not, I'm still undecided. We'll probably bring it up maybe to Edgware, maybe just straight up to Glossop, because if we look at our largest cities, Oakengates and wow, Easingwold is really big nowadays. We really need to improve Easingwold's connections. Daventry is still number 3, Glossop's number 4, and East Ham is number 5. So if we can connect these up with different lines, then we'll be laughing with high-speed rail, quite frankly. It's just a case of where we put it in and how we work it in. But that's for probably another day. Right now, we're focusing on roads. What I want to do is link up Daventry, because we've got then 3 of the 5 largest cities connected up by motorway. One thing we need to decide is where this motorway is going to go. So I was thinking just across, but it's going to be very tricky to get it through this area, especially as there's already a tunnel. Okay, there's a tunnel there, so we might be able to tunnel through here. We do want to connect up Winslow. We'll probably connect that up with what I was saying before, the trumpet exchange. So that's basically just a bridge over, and it connects into both an exit and an entrance onto the motorway. And then we'll probably do a range of connections across around Winslow like we've done with the other cities. Do we do a connection through to Early? Probably. I don't know whether we might have a second motorway coming through this area to then maybe have a junction off here that goes to Early and also Melksham. It's still, in the early days yet. So I think the best thing for this is probably to go into a tunnel underneath this lot, because going over it's going to be a bit tricky. And we don't really want to interfere with it too much, because we've just put this stuff in. We've got some really complex lines here for both the circular intercity line and the cargo coming through this area. We will need to look into improving these lines, because currently it's a little bit terrible. Not gonna lie, it's not the best. Connecting it into this and what have you, it's causing some problems. But yeah, so motorway wise, we've got the connection here. So if we carry this through, I'm just wondering if we have a large motorway that goes underneath here. So it goes down into a tunnel, and let the computer work out what it needs to do. Too much slope. Why? Right. That's what it needs to do. So coming back. Oh, it didn't do a tunnel on this bit. That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, well, we want this to connect up to here, like so, and we would like this to connect into here, preferably a little bit lower, please. Oh, why has it done that? No, can we just have you do the same as what this one's done? So a bridge down like that. Maybe it doesn't need to be quite so low. I don't understand why it's going straight down. Like, we just want it to be down to the floor, please. Right, so if we did a trumpet junction, this is probably the best place for it. What we would need to do is probably have... I'm just trying to think about this. We'll probably need dual lines to come around this way. So if we did Something like this. And something similar coming across the other way. In fact, these would be single lines. These would be single lane lines because they're literally just going to circle in. So let's do it here. Okay. They're literally just going to circle in. Come on. Something like that. And then we'll have a similar line going the other way. We need it to come across here. Why does it go way up? I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. And then you're gonna come down like this. It'd be nice if we had more control over where the angle goes. Autosave, oh autosave, why do you do this to me? And then that's just literally going to connect in this side. And then that's the off and the on from this side sorted. So something like this. We're probably going to have to keep them a fairly high to go past this lot. Unless we went underneath. Which we could possibly do better because it's already quite high. Something like this. Cool. And this one would be just connecting into here. Like so. And we'll have a junction off if it will allow it. Ooh. Why is it not doing junctions off? Why you no work? What if we did a junction on? No. Why doesn't it want to work? That's extremely bad. I don't want to do a junction like that. I'd like you to just do what I want you to do. That's so stupid. Oh god. Why can't you just come off here? Why are you being difficult, game? You're embarrassing me in front of all my friends. Not really. I mean, it's just a game. But it'd be nice if it did what I wanted it to do. Right, that goes into there, and then we'll have dual lanes going the other way. Why is construction not possible? This game, man. It's a bit of a pain sometimes. Transport fever, as long as it's not with roads. Yeah, we know that's why. There we go. Right, so you're going to go underneath this lot. We're going to out a little bit more. And then you're going to go into here. Why are you literally straight? I think you need to come out at more of a... this sort of angle. Oh god, what's happened there? What if we just take you down from here? Why does it go so crazy? Right. That, more or less, is where we need it. And that's pretty much exactly what we need. Okay, cool. So that's a trumpet exchange. Because it looks a little bit like a trumpet, I think. But yeah, it's not really gone in very easily. I'm scared if I delete this to make it look a little bit better, it might just not like me. If we try... That's a lot better. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Thank you, game. You've just recovered yourself. Can we actually see all the way through? We kind of can. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's... Oh, that is a very steep road, but we just won't look at that. One problem I've just thought about is we want the train station to come up this way. So I'm going to think we want to probably go around that. Oh, God. Well, let's sort of try and work that out. So let's just clean this canvas. Clean this back. Ah, you're a pain. There, go that way. Okay. So if we want 2 lanes to come up this way, then we're going to want a 4. What size did we make these other ones? These are 320, right? Yeah. Good. I don't know why it was smaller there. We probably want it more this side than anything. I mean, it would be really nice if it just connected into this, but that's not really going to work where it is. What else could we do? We could move this road along a little bit. We could maybe remove this stuff. I'm sorry everyone who lives here. It's a sad day, but it needs to happen. And we could remove this and put in a connection here. So at least we have a decent through connection for the train station. You don't need to go off that way. So let's just put in the station here. Okay. I don't know how we're going to make it work, but we're going to have to make it work. So these ones will connect in here. These ones will connect in down here. It's probably best if we do that before we get the roads in. Someone with a loud brum brum just went past. Good for them. How happy I am to have to listen to that on a Sunday, but hey ho. They just want everyone to know how loud their brum brum is. It's that simple. Right. So if you go straight, we can then link you in down there, probably. You don't need to go... Ooh, you do need to go that far down. Okay, and then we'll do a connection through here. And then coming over this way, this probably going to be the hardest bit for us to sort out. Just because... So what happens with that train line there? Does that go underneath? I think it goes through, actually. So we should probably put some train stops. I think that's what happens. Is that what happens? I can't see it because it's underground. Which could be a problem. Could not be a problem. Because if we carry this one on, then it could have... We could do maybe a tunnel... I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about sometimes. Right, we're going to want you to go down into a tunnel because we want you to avoid all this other stuff here. Thank goodness that went in. Okay, that might just be a case of hooking those up. Maybe. Where is it? There. Like that. Yes, it goes down to 90 odd miles an hour, but it's still a lot faster than the regular train track. And that connects in exactly where we want it to. So I'm going to call that a success. See, why can't the roads use whatever the train tracks use in here to snap to itself and just work? We've just successfully navigated through a multitude of difficult connections, and it just works. Like the roads, on the other hand, not a chance. Doesn't work when you want it to. But who knows? Maybe there's a reason why they have to be different. I don't know what that is though. So if we do the connection close to this, and then we're going to want this to come up here probably. So if we do it from this side, you're going down here. In fact, you go in this direction. You don't need to go that far down. You need to go that far down. Yeah, you can sort of come up there. Why is it too much slope? What? Where is it causing problems? Is it trying to come up through this road? Oh, it does need to go further down. Okay, that's sorted it. I mean, you don't really need to go so far down, but then again, we do need to work out this lot as well. So if you're one further up, you're too far up. If you're one further down, you're too far down. There's just no winning. Right, there we go. So that's pretty much what we're going to have. What's going to happen on this other side? How far up off the ground is this? Not far at all. We could probably go into like a oh, I've forgotten the word. Bridge. Don't know why I forgot bridge. That sort of comes over this lot and slots in here, over here. That being said, there is a wood place right in the way. So maybe a tunnel would be better. Who knows? Who has the foggiest? Let's just see what happens if we just connect these up. So you're going to connect in there. You got too much slope as an issue. Is that because you're trying to come in here? I think it is. Yeah, so maybe you need to go further down here. So if we have you mirror up to that point, because then you don't interfere with that other tunnel there, and you just go way down, like way down, way down, way down. Da 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 da. And then your friend will come up to join. In fact, let's just double check that you do go underneath this other one. Yeah, you're not going through it, or are you? I can't really tell. I think you're going under it. So that's pretty much the direction we want you to go in. From here down to there. And this is going to snap into up here. Not super deep. You're just going to go up from there. Okay. Cool. I mean, that's still 120 odd mile an hour. That's still very fast. You need to connect in there. And then we've got those tunnels in. We've got them sorted. That's everything we needed to do there. So now we can put in the roads either side of them. It's probably best if we had something here. So maybe if this road linked in down here and this one carried on round to a roundabout here, that might be best. Be very careful not to delete the nice new tunnel that I put in. Otherwise that would be depressing. Why? Have the medium road come straight up. You do not need you do not need tram tracks. You're going to go that way in this direction. Yep. Cool. And then what can we do? Maybe a second road coming this way around? Maybe? And then that would go into a roundabout here, which would then have this connecting maybe? Who knows at this point? And then maybe another roundabout over here. Could we do a road through? That's a bit much. It's a bit much to tunnel through all this with road, especially if we're going to do a motorway coming around this way somewhere. It doesn't really need it, does it? So let's see. Let's do something here. So we're going to do a roundabout. I don't know why I said that weird. Roundabout here. a roundabout, a roundabout. It doesn't want to do it. It just wants to make it look like a clover. Why, game? Why do you do this to me? So come out straight, and then you're going to come in. That's how we need to do it. So straight, and then you're going to come in. Yeah. Straight, and then you're going to come in. That'll do. Why? Okay, I think this is getting in the way. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be misshaping it, which is good. So we'll do a junction off to go that way. We'll connect in this stuff. So you will go... Oh, hang on. We already have a tunnel through. I forgot we had this connection. Okay. Turns out we already have a connection that way to that side of things. Oh, goodness. Okay, fine. And then I think another roundabout down here, and that'll be it for this. See, it doesn't really need much more. So let's put that in here. That'll have to do. We can have all these roads like connecting in, so, and this one even. And then we want a, how are we gonna sort out what's going on here? Because maybe it will have to come round this way to avoid the train tracks. How far, mind you, we don't want to interfere with that other tunnel that's there already. Could you put the fan on? Fan. No? No? You're quite happy just melting. It's really hot. You can't hear me. Fine. My other half is ignoring me. This is love. Right. Okay. There's this will go to somewhere eventually. What do we do for this bit? Because it's probably going to have to come over. It'd probably make more sense to come over this side with the rail. That's something I'll have to work out. But if we go down, how far do you have to go to get proper down? It's probably easiest if we just come over with a bridge at this point. So those connections will be utilized eventually. Right now we just need to get in this road. So if you come over this way, maybe go up a bit. Why is it colliding? Right, okay, that'll do. And then same the other way. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong bridge. Herpy derpy. I think that was roughly how high I had it. Yeah, that'll do. We've gone from getting it very precise to, yeah, that'll do. It's what I have to do sometimes when you're getting sick and tired of things not working. Right, we want you to come down, but not... Yeah, that'll do. And then you go in there, and you need to connect up over here, so you'll be coming off this way. Why are you going way down? You don't need to go up. You just need to go flat. Go flat. Yeah? There we go. So you will come down onto this. Make you do that thing with your thing. You aren't really cooperating. Okay. Well, what if we make you do it in stages? So that's a bit far down. That's more like it. Does it have to be that high? Oh my giddy aunt, why is it so high? Right, there and then in. Cool. That's that roundabout done. This roundabout's almost finished. Why this stuff goes straight into the ground, I don't know. Like, it doesn't need to. We don't need this turning here either. We can have you come out this way, and then you'll go in there. There we go. I'll just let the game automatically build the rest of the roads here, I think. But yeah, overall, that's a nice little connection. We got some busy stuff going on. But yeah, that's, I mean, it could be better. Not gonna lie, this could be all better, but it's more or less what we need it to be. This could use more of this space. Am I gonna dare it and try it? It's probably now not gonna work. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's annoying that this wouldn't come off, but why that was, I don't know. What if we try making this dirt? Like that, and then coming off here. No, it just doesn't like it. Ah, there we go. It liked that for whatever reason. So if we remove this bit and connect this in, why is it doing it weird? There we go. That works. Nice. And that'll be a nice connection through then to create probably a motorway going straight across, and then we'll do another one going lengthways. We do want to connect up Daventry. So if we put that in now, first off, just how are these connections doing? Hopefully these will go way up. The private transport will go way up. I am a little bit parched, so I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be back in just a moment and we'll continue on with this. Alrighty then, sorry about that wait. It's probably like one of the hottest days of the year so far. So I just got a few windows open and things. This number's not gone up yet, but I'm sure it will do in time. we've got some good connections going on here now. So, motorway wise, we could continue down to Rochdale. Rochdale doesn't have the best connections. The question is, do we then continue on to Barking and have like a little circular way through sort of thing? I don't know. We're going to want to have the connections come up here. So, large highway. How large is too large? So that's a bit far. But that's all right. Yeah, that'll do. What we're probably going to want to do is run it by Malvern and go up that way. But we also want another motorway to come up by Rawtenstall. Truth be told, we're probably going to need to do a motorway down this way all of its own. So what will actually happen, I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, if that motorway pretty much is a straight run to Easingwold, and that's a very big city over there. So if we had this motorway, I mean, maybe it would connect into a motorway that goes through this area. But if we had that connect in, that would be fairly strong for it. Which I'm all for at this point. I'm really quite enjoying putting in motorways, albeit they don't necessarily do what you want them to do sometimes. We're going to need to try and avoid this. Why does it go up? What are you doing? Just stay flat. No, don't. What? Why is it going way up when it's flat? Well, maybe we can work that in to the junction or something. I don't know. So I think a motorway that comes through this way is probably the best bet. And then we'll have a junction that marries these two up. What would that look like though? Would it just be maybe one motorway goes underneath, one motorway goes under the top, and in the middle a massive roundabout? Those, they're functional, but they have their restrictions because it's only so much the traffic can do there. Whereas if we had one motorway going one way and one motorway going the other way, and then have a junction that just connects up the right roads so that people can get on and off, those generally work a lot better, or at least that's what I experience in the past. So I mean, if we did something like the motorway goes this way and then comes back round, then this is going to be a very big junction, but it might be pretty good. And then that will go off to become, if it doesn't connect into itself, the bridge over the river. Actually, that goes straight into a plant. So what if we did it coming this way round? In which case, we need to delete this back, and we need to keep going straight from that way. Yeah, that seems about right. And then what we'll have is a motorway going underneath, I think. So we will need to remove this stuff, which is fine because we're removing this smaller connections in favour of a much larger, much more got a lot more capacity basically motorway that comes through. In fact, we could just go through here, and then this would be the perfect place for the junction. Yeah, I like that idea because this comes up to sort out Winslow, Oakengates, East Ham, and then eventually down to Rochdale. That will work really well. Do we have any cars actually using this yet? I mean, it is 1930, so maybe it's a bit early days yet to be expecting cars to be going backwards and forwards. Oh, we have one or two. We've got Ruby Thomas, and we've got Scarlett Scott. They're going to commercial buildings in East Ham, specifically the Sam's Diner restaurant. Wow, that's good. I'm glad they're using it. Don't know what just happened there. It's almost like the traffic got stuck. Oh, yep, they should be giving way, really. I can't actually control it in any way, shape, or form. But interestingly, it's gone into the other lane. That's good. How's the connection? Oh wow, quite a few people are actually using this connection between Early and East Ham. This is exactly what we need. Like, oh, hold on, have we? Yeah, no, that works. Oh, quite a few people are using that connection actually. So East Ham, I would have thought the connections would go up, but apparently it hasn't. Oakengates, it looks like it has. I think this was at 60 before, now it's at 80%. Which is good to see. It's what we're doing this for, so it's nice to see it actually working. That's not really great. Mind you, you've got plenty of stored stuff. Why are you not? Oh, I don't know. Let's focus on the roads. I could get distracted by the trains all day, unfortunately, because there's just so much that goes into making sure they work. Right, so this turns into a bridge which will go over here. How we're going to connect in the motorway over here to Daventry, I've not yet decided. There's obviously connections here. And I mean, there is some ways through, but what I'd prefer to do is have, similar to what we've done elsewhere, have roundabouts that suffice it. So while it isn't necessarily the most direct route, it's a better route to go. to connect into everything that's around. So what's going down this way? A fair amount of the routes have already started using this, which is good. I think if we connected these two roundabouts together with a road here, then that could improve things a little bit for these two areas. I actually wanted to take that down a bit. Or we could go on over. What looks better? Under, over. Over's quite a big bridge, isn't it? We don't need that big of a bridge. Is this about right? Yeah. Where we need it to go. So you stay flat. And then you connect in there. We'll have you all be like that. There we go. Nice little connection through, and that should be a better way for that traffic to go. Cool. This is looking good. I like this. We do need to connect these up eventually to where they will want to go through. With this motorway coming down this way, we'll probably go over here, over this rail here, and then carry on through and come out this way. And then there's quite a thin sort of bit here we could tunnel through. And that would suffice a line going the other direction, up to Wisbeck even, for the roads that is. Cool. Wow, these are very busy. A lot of people want to go to Oakengates, which raises the question why they don't come down here and then get on that high-speed rail through. This is at 21, 127. Oops. Do we have any more planes yet that we can swap these out with? Not really, no. Wow. It's just busy, busy, busy. Oakengates really is quite a hub, really, at this point. It's huge. It's what, 1,100 people? I quite like how this connects through. Especially as it doesn't interfere with the main highway through. It's just a shame that nothing's using it at this point, but I'm sure stuff will come eventually. So what we do need to do is hook up Daventry, which means we're going to want to do the junction here, which means that we're going to need to do at least the beginning of this motorway through. I think we're going to use this space for said motorway. Something like just a straight route through, albeit not there. You'll just go into a light tunnel underneath. There's never just a small tunnel, is there? It's always very big. I want you to avoid these two train routes. That's just a bit ridiculous. Never mind. Right. So this goes through this way. These will come through here. I want them to remain flat. Because they're going to go into a bridge that spans this river. We ideally want them to stay fairly identical. So if we could have them, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just reverse it. It's this bit now that's causing problems. I am clicking, but it's not doing it. I don't know why it doesn't. There we go. Ooh, no, I didn't want to do the road underneath it. I wanted to do this road. I don't know if you can hear, but I am clicking quite crazily and clicking the wrong road now. We don't want this bit to be changed. Why is it not doing it? Right, maybe that's why. Maybe the other way it worked fine. Yeah. Whereas trying to reverse that, it won't allow it because of the bridge pillars. Okay. Right. Let's try. So you're connecting up there, yeah? Cool. And then one motorway comes through here, the other through here. That allows enough space for those bridge pillars to get out the way. Delete these back. We can connect you in. We will do this. There we go. That works. So let's just not worry about it too much. The beautiful thing is, where this is quite a high bridge, we should be able to use that for the junctions coming off if they decide to go the right way. This is slightly awkward. It's not exactly the way I wanted it to go. So, yeah, you need to go a bit lower, a bit higher. We'll make it work. And then one of you are going to come through this way. We don't want you to be straight anymore. We want you to be bendy. You'll come through here bendily. And you will connect up. You will come down this way and connect into this road. That's a very steep way in. So what if you... Just do what I want you to do. That'd be great. There we go. Okay. Is that less of a steep hill? It's still quite steep, but that's more or less sort of the thing that we want. We want to upgrade this little bit, so then the two lines coming off can split, and then it'll go back into two lines for a road coming off this way. So I need to think about this because we want to connect into the road over here. As a matter of fact, we probably want this to connect into a dual line coming out this way. So you'll then connect in like so. So, ooh, no, thank you. What we'll do is we'll do this one coming through. You don't need to go quite so far down, my friendo. You need to go like that. And then this one will be coming through. Why? Why is the construction not possible? Maybe if we delete this back a bit and make this bendy. So you're going to want to be a bit higher there. Like that. Bridge pillar collision. Damn. But you're not there. Right, so you're going to want to pop into there. Like so, but bridge pillar collision. Bridge pillar collision! Bridge pillar collision, all the things. I don't understand why it's not working, really. So what we're going to want is a dual line. And then that's going to come into here. Like so. We're going to connect this up with this. This up with this. Why does it want to do... It just wants to turn it into a single line. It's not exactly beautiful, but it's functional. Right. You're going to come up. You're going to go to there. Yeah. You're going to connect in there. Yes. And then you're not going to swap back. This is quite tricky. Well, you work, so why can't... You know what, should we just have it as dual road all the way through? Because why not? If it's not working the way you want it to work, make it a different way. It kind of doesn't make sense being dual all the way through, but I don't know. It's not really working the way it should be. So, right. So bridge pillar collision there. Is there anywhere where we can get no bridge pillar collision? I think you can kind of see what I'm going for here. It's just a case of trying to get it to work in the game. If I just go ahead and put that in and then maybe lower it or raise it, that won't do. The alternate could be to do a cloverleaf junction, which would work all right, I suppose. It's annoying because if we could just get this to work the way we want it to work, and all go in where it needs to go in, and it would look amazing and awesome. It's just a case of trying to get it that way. Hmm. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Too much slope. Okay, well, if we get these in like this, then we can probably work something out. For getting stuff to go the other way. I hate it because it doesn't look fantastic, but it's very tricky to get the right look of things in a game that's not necessarily working with you on it. Maybe I'm just trying this the wrong way. Maybe with a lot more practice there'll be a lot easier ways to get this to work. But the problem is that it just doesn't really connect very well. I mean, I'm sure that there's people out there that can make stuff that looks absolutely fantastic. And, you know, more power for them. The tricky thing is I'm just not able to do that with what's going on here. Right, so we've got a road going that way, a road going that way, a road going that way, and a road going that way. So what we really need is a road coming across this way, a road coming across this way, and a road coming across this way, and a road coming across this way. So what would be easiest for that? Let me think. I mean, we could do, if it wanted to work with me, some sort of clover junction, which is basically like this, would then come into here. And then you've got a road that goes that way. Problem is here, but it would work elsewhere. So if we took this up, I mean, I don't know any car that would really be able to do that, but sure. Let's, that's not really right. No, thank you. Okay. Oh, this is hard. So we've got a road that goes that way from here, so that one's sorted. We need a road that comes underneath and goes this way, and we had one, which is sort of annoying. If we try something similar. Oh. So it goes underneath here. Maybe then we can connect these two up. So I don't know why it's so determined to just come off so difficultly. Oh, that's almost there. It just needs to come. This direction. Come through here. Bridge pillar. Okay, that doesn't clip there. Oh, please, just work. Work with me here. Work with me here. I don't understand why it can't just place the pillars around it. Like, come on. You'll work if you go that direction, but that's not the direction we want you to go in. Okay. Let's see if we have any better luck going this way. So this will go through. So we now pretty much have the same sort of thing either side. So this will make this one redundant, but maybe we could even come in between here. I mean, it would be a bit of a hack and it would look horrible, but it might work. I mean, we've got that space to utilize. Too much slope, too much slope. Why do you do this to me? Right, okay, let's presume we're going to utilize this space in between. So we'll be pretty much connecting in like this on the wrong side of the road, but albeit it may work. So we'll connect in that one. We'll connect in this one. And bridge pillar collision. Right, you need to go a little bit more over. And we've got more space here, so we can utilize that if we need to. Yeah. It's horrible, but it works. And sometimes when these things work, you've just got to go with them. Right, so now we need a road that will come this way. It will need to go underneath, I reckon. Alright. Maybe we could come out from a further distance and come up this way. But then what about this way? Oh, that one can just stay in the tunnel. So if we came off as a tunnel, and you stay underneath. Okay, that's a nice easy connection there. Oops. And we'll come out. Why does it have to be so tricky? That's alright. And then we'll just connect it in like further up the way. Like so. This bit doesn't necessarily have a place for it to actually come up to yet. But it will eventually. And that'll be that. That's that junction. I think, yeah, because we've got one that comes over to this one that goes on to this one. Yeah. We got one that goes this way and one that goes this way. Yeah. We got one that goes this way and one that goes this way. Yeah. And then one that goes through to that way and one that goes on to that way. Yeah, that's going to be the junction there. It looks pretty quirky, but it'll work. I'm not necessarily the most pleased with it, but it is what it is going to have to be. So that's partly the connection through. I'm wondering whether these should be dual carriageways, really, because there's nothing restricting them to not be. They can more than cope with that. The ones through here need to be single carriageway just because they're not really coming in right. They don't have the space here. If we go single carriageway into there, no, that won't be enough. I don't understand why it doesn't work sometimes. It does for certain bits, not for others. Why are you not connecting? Connect! Maybe we need this to be a bit... more sharp. And then that, I think it's just, it won't allow it to because it's the same junction as the other one. Perhaps. I mean, this one doesn't need to come in here. So we'll, Yeah, there we go. We'll take this one around. It doesn't have to be quite so severe of a connection, and then that goes in there. There we go. So that's that junction in, albeit it's a bit spaghetti-fied, but it's fine. It works, and that's all good. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, and until next time, have a good one.